Would the splitting of the GHMC into three corporations really help the common man? Was this momentous decision to trifurcate meant to benefit the common man, or was it a political move only? Let's examine this issue in a 360-degree view. Welcome to Telangana Today, and this is Srinivas Reddy. The Telangana government has broken up the Greater Hyderabad Municipal Corporation into three corporations. Reason cited is that it would facilitate better governance, better services, smaller units, closer administration. It sounds efficient, it sounds modern, but here is the question. Is this the reform, or is this weakening the institution wittingly or unwittingly and disguising it as an administrative innovation? Because when you break a city, you don't just redraw a map, you redraw power, accountability and a constitutional design, and the consequences, only the citizens will face them. Perhaps at the heart of this move lies a basic misunderstanding. A city is not an administrative convenience. It is an integrated organism. Transport corridors link labor markets, drainage networks follow topography, housing patterns align with employment zones, water supply grids operate as unified systems. That is why urban theorist Jane Jacobs called the cities as organized complexity. Organized complexity requires integration. Fragmentation weakens the coherence. You cannot divide sewage networks and expect hydraulic logic to cooperate with political boundaries. You cannot fragment tax bases and expect fiscal symmetry. And you certainly cannot weaken a metropolitan institution and call it efficiency. Let's look at the constitutional issues. This is not just an administrative debate. It is a constitutional architecture amended. The 74th Constitutional Amendment gave municipalities constitutional status. Municipal corporations are not extensions of state government. They are institutions of self-governance. Their tenure, elections and functions are protected. The Supreme Court in Kishan Singh Tomar versus Municipal Corporation of Ahmedabad in 2006 affirmed that municipalities are constitutional institutions whose democratic continuity cannot be casually disrupted. So when the government equates splitting GHMC with creating new districts, there is a logical fallacy. That comparison collapses legally. Districts are administrative arms of the executive. Municipal corporations are constitutional governments. Treating the two as identical is not reform. It is, at best, constitutional confusion. What experts have warned? Let's see. The weakness of India's cities lies not in their size but in the inadequacy of the governance structures and finances. In 2011, the high-powered expert committee on urban infrastructure, chaired by Dr. Ishar Judge Ahluwalia, issued a clear warning. India's urban problem is not its size. It is weak governance structures and inadequate finances. The report explicitly cautioned against fragmentation and overlapping jurisdictions. In this background, breaking GHMC would shrink consolidated tax bases, dilute professional cadres, reduce borrowing capacity, increase fiscal dependence on the state. This is not decentralization. This is hollowing out the institutional capacity. Delhi serves as the best example. If you want evidence, look at Delhi. Delhi's municipal corporation was trifurcated into north, south and east corporations. What was the promise? Better efficiency. What was the outcome? Fiscal imbalance. South Delhi inherited affluent commercial areas. North and East inherited larger populations with weaker tax bases. What has followed then? Salary delays, sanitation worker protests, garbage crisis, administrative blame games. Coordination has worsened because Delhi already had multiple agencies, the DDA, NDMC, PWD, etc. The fragmentation had in fact multiplied institutional confusion. Different political parties controlled different corporations, leading to accountability dissolved and citizens suffered. And in 2022, the three corporations were reunified again. Why? Financial instability, duplication of structures, governance inefficiency, fragmentation failure, reunification became corrective measure again. The political economy, large municipal corporations have bargaining power, financial, administrative and political. Fragmentation weakens that leverage. A divided corporation means it has smaller revenue pools, it has weaker borrowing strength, it depends more on state transfers of funds, and when fiscal autonomy shrinks, so does democratic autonomy. Urban local bodies already struggle with financial dependency. Weakening them further does not deepen democracy. It centralizes control indirectly. What real reform looks like is, if GHMC has problems, and it does, the solution is not fragmentation. Real reform means strengthening property taxation, professional urban cadres, predictable fiscal transfers, metropolitan scale planning, and most importantly, a unified authority. The Constitution had even anticipated metropolitan complexities. Article 243ZE mandates metropolitan planning committees. The answer was coordination, not division. Reform strengthens institutions. Retreat divides them. Cities are constitutional governments, not administrative experiments, which we are seeing now in Hyderabad. Delhi tried fragmentation and it reversed it. The question now is simple. Is Hyderabad about to repeat a mistake already corrected elsewhere? Because when governance experiments fail, it is not policymakers who absorb the cost, it is citizens. If you like this video, save it, share it with fellow Hyderabadis, and don't forget to follow Telangana Today for incisive analysis of the developments. Thank you.